Welcome back. We're now rejoining you for game two in this series between jkoper and cdinprov. Those of you who didn't just arrive already know that jkoper just won game one. cdinprov opting to decline her loser's remorse flag and let it ride. So joining me once again is Dracian Combs. I'm John Tabin, and Gary and Old Wolf will be doing the tracking for us this race, and our restreamer is still Captain Green 7.
Absolutely, and I said in chat earlier, but huge thanks to Boletta for tracking game one. She has earned her break to enjoy her Costco lasagna. And we are just about to get underway.
We got evil ideas in chat now.
I think that's Jiggly Saint in disguise. We are underway and begin in the Deadwoods with the book, the ladder, and everything but 7 and 8.
Interesting. There is no remorse flag. CD Improv has opted to just let it ride without changing a flag.
We have an immediate route divergence. Cooper looks like he is headed to the grave, whereas CD is checking Vanilla 3, finds the letter, and we have completely silent NPCs, which means the book isn't going to do any good there.
Yeah. We'll see what else the book does.
Yeah.
When we see dungeons.
Could still be Boomsick. Wow. Dracia attempts English take 3. Boomstick with a T. And it could still be Atlas. We don't know what the dungeons are going to look like. As Cooper finds a Take Any with 10, and CD finds a different Take Any with 10. Or not Take Any, but secret.
Yeah.
And immediately loses it in a door repair. I have a feeling she's going to be checking Vanilla Start shortly, because there is that 50 that the sword will be in that cave. Looks like the Armos has been shot to somewhere else. And the sword is somewhere else, and we have first.
Yeah, book is Atlas, and jkoper finding first quest level 5. So once again, they have hidden dungeon numbers, but at least 1 through 6 are going to be vanilla first quest shapes. So, and with book as Atlas, they will at least see the shape of the dungeon when they find it. So
it's got to be a sigh of relief after Shapes Dungeons mystery headers.
Yeah.
And we've got second quest back half with CD finding.
CD finds level 7, and she knows that this is one of the 2 Triforces she needs. So she doesn't have a sword, so she's gonna peek her head in just in case the Triforce is easily accessible. But
and to answer the question in chat, the flag only changes between games if a loser's remorse flag is chosen.
Yeah.
Otherwise, that is not the case.
If CD wins this race, jkoper will also have the option to change a flag for game 3, but CD has declined her option for this race. So CD peeks in a couple of rooms. Didn't.
A very cheap bum upgrade at 78 rupees. Still don't know whether that's going to be on the low end of 2 or the high end of 6, could end up getting what you pay for. But the fact that the Spirals of Death, being 2Q7 and 2Q8, are completely required, it's not the best thing to see, as CD does find and gets her confirmation that front half is first quest.
Yeah. Now, they started with the ladder, so even if it's been an item shuffle, there's not going to... a lot of times you find level 4, and since it's 50-50 whether items are shuffled, you dive in hoping to find a ladder. They started with the ladder, so no reason to do that, so she keeps going. If she does end up needing items and confirms that they are shuffled, she might go back there, but... Noting it and moving on.
Yeah, using it for the health refill. And it looks like our Armos item is the 2 forest.
Yes, one of the because we've seen. Did we see the Blue Ring shop Armos as well? So
yes, Cooper went into the Blue Ring Armos.
Speaking of the Blue Ring shop, CD finding it and opted to grab the meat right off. So the Armos is playing musical chairs here.
And or musical stairs, I guess.
And it looks like we've got unshuffled prices. And again, CD going ahead and using the letter, seeing the vanilla potion prices.
Does take a death, unfortunately. And jkoper does find the letter in Vanilla 3. And did you notice what color level 3 was?
I did not.
Okay.
But yeah, the wood sword was not in the Vanilla Cave, so
CD is going to check the Blue Ring Armos, and I believe chat said that was where Mags was.
Ooh.
CD gets sandwiched between those two armor statues, and jkoper's going to world wrap and check the coast item. Finds a heart, which does not necessarily mean vanilla. It could be heart shuffle.
No, we don't know. And those overworld items can be unshuffled with all the dungeon items shuffled, because there's more than one flag that affects that. So seeing a heart on the coast is pretty common with these flags, since there are so many 50-50s that can roll that way.
jkoper finds the bomb shop, though. He's gonna go ahead and stock up while he's got that money. Excellent choice. Not having the sword, and as you've said, jkoper being quite good at swordless.
Yeah, yeah, we should see this Armos item pretty soon. It's got to be one of those 2 checks they haven't gotten to. All right, it's got to be the 30 secret Armos. Got a 30 in the what's normally a 10, or what vanilla in it. It's 10, but I will.
CD's gonna find her bomb shop, probably gonna stock up herself. As jkoper checks level 2. We do have mixed quest. Mixed overworld.
Yeah, for sure. 'Cause we see. So CD having a hard time on this overworld with no offense whatsoever.
And we have chat confirming that the outside of level 3, the Vanilla 3 cave was brown, so we do have mixed first quest. There are going to be 3 of the 100.
Did they get the power bracelet from the Armos? Chat's telling us that. Our tracker marked both of them, but I didn't see either of them do that. So
I did see jkoper do it. I did not see whether CD did.
Yeah, she died on the screen just south of that Armos, so I don't know if she made it there. Okay.
And jkoper finds 9 all the way northeast. The one good saving grace about second quest back half is that second quest 9 is significantly easier than first quest 9.
jkoper opting to spend his money on a key. It does make sense if the key price is favorable and it's right in front of you. You have the money. It's you're gonna need a key at some point. It never hurts you. except you lose the money if you like find the any key next or something. But how likely is that?
Even then, you're essentially spending 100 rupees for all of the keys.
Yeah, we've yet to see a candle. I don't think we've seen a take any one way or the other, so we don't know if extra candles are on. And we haven't seen the wood sword cave, of course, so...
CD does find level 5 herself. And Cobra's going to pop back into level 9 for that health refill. And the one advantage that CD does have over Cooper is that when he went into level 5, he didn't have bombs, but she decides not to dig it.
Yeah, you don't want, particularly since it's not a Triforce thing, you don't want to be spending too much time in dungeons with no sword if you can help it, usually.
Absolutely. And Cooper finds a hundo secret just north of the Lost Hills Armos, or Lost Hills PB spot. Mm-hmm. Small secret. Q4 does not give him anything. And we've got a whiff on Monocle Rock. Hints are not going to help us. CD is not repeating the same mistake of not checking the northeast here.
jkoper finding level 2 and peeking his head in.
Not a bad play to peek in because there could be around.
Yeah. Find a wanderer white sword on the floor, he's good to go. But...
Oh. Gets trolled by the Dodongo.
Getting trolled hard. He uses a couple bombs, neither of them go into Dodongo's mouth. He gives up on that idea.
Can't say I blame him for that one. And he's going to check the river bomb spots, see if they open up.
So CD's seen level 9 now. And I know CD's seen 7. I don't think she's seen 8, and I don't know that jkoper's seen 7 either. So, but neither of them have seen the sword. It's getting down to there aren't that many open caves left, so it might be. I was just about to say jkoper heading up to Northeast Death Mountain. It might be in this one-off potion shop cave over here.
That is possible, although power bracelet spots haven't been checked either. And with the Armos item being the PB,
that's true. It is 50-50 that the overworld blocks are on, which means that if the power bracelet is the Armos spot, it'd be a power bracelet block sword. But nope, it's in this cave.
And we do have extra candles, although we could end up with all of the extra candles being candle block.
Yeah. Question in chat. Yeah, it does look like the overworld enemies rolled to their vanilla spots this time. That is another thing that's 50-50. And what's interesting about these flags is a lot of things that are like with quote-unquote normal flag sets, you'd randomize them as a matter of course. They're set to 50-50, so most people always play with randomized overworld enemies, but you see quite a few seeds in this tournament where the Octoroks are on the same screen that you always see Octoroks on.
Or you have a Woodsword Cave guarded by Lionels and Blue Darknuts.
Yep.
Not speaking from experience at all there. What are you talking about? And we've got drop group shuffle as a red Octo drops a pack of bombs for Coper, and he picks up a handle.
Yeah, so
In chat pointing out we do have permanent sword beams.
that wood sword cave is a tough spot, and it's really isolated, and of course there are a bunch of blue Lionels on that screen because the overworld enemy set is designed for that to be an end game area. So for newer runners, it can be pretty tough to have the sword roll up there.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And CD is opting not to grab that power bracelet. I'm not sure why.
Well, she's at 1 heart. She's just being careful.
That's fair.
Yeah. And she still doesn't have a sword.
And our any roads are
Just smart usage of the meat. It will make those moblins group up and get out of her way. A lot of people forget that it operates as bait, at least on some enemies. So.
continues to take a bop.
Yeah, and I think she's narrowed it down to that's definitely the armor side too, so pretty painful. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Especially starting in the Deadwoods, that's quite a hike back there.
So jkoper finding level 7, and he has a sword, so he's going to dive on in, I imagine. Yep.
Go figure, the first dig is level 7.
Well, it's the other option is level 8, which they haven't found, and which is even more annoying.
Oh, absolutely.
But yeah, second quest level 7. It's pretty big. It has a fair number of staircases. Not quite as many as 8, but still a fair number. But one interesting thing about it will have no walkthroughs, and the vanilla level second quest level 7 has no bomb holes. Occasionally, the randomizer will shovel things in such a way that it has to add a bomb hole somewhere, but there's rarely more than one. So not a demand on resources other than keys to do this dig.
I didn't realize that 2Q7 also had no bomb walls.
Yeah, that's true.
But yeah, that's...
Yeah. So occasionally you see, because the randomizer flips rooms around, and then it does a sanity check, it will occasionally add a bomb wall just to make sure that the dungeon's beatable, but by default there are none that are just already in there when it does the shuffle.
And yes, CD did in fact pick up that power bracelet about a frame before she died.
Yeah.
Permanent sword beam coming into play here with Cobra picking off these dark nuts from a distance.
Yeah, he also picked up a key in that 5-block room, which is I mean, it's likely to be a staircase because that's what the red candle room looks like in vanilla second quest, and the staircases and basements are they're shuffled randomly. There's no guarantee that any particular staircase is going to be one or the other, but he's opting to check this reverse C first, and he is taking the transport. Takes him up to this corner.
Lovely turnstile room to find. Does a nice block clip through it, though. Finds another transport. How many sets of transport staircases does this 2Q7 have?
I want to say... I know there are at least 2. I may be forgetting one. But... So at least 5 staircases total between both ends of the transports and the item.
Gotcha.
There's...
Yeah, I believe he's been through both of the sets of transport in that case.
Yeah, 8 has a zillion. But,
half of which are one-ways.
Yeah.
So this should be the item. It is not. I guess we've got 3 sets.
Yeah. I mean, I know there's one that is taken in the... No, there are at least 3 now that I think about it. Yeah, because there are 2 in the any percent run, and then another one we only see in 100%. So.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Red Dark Nuts rolled down just a little bit to 2 HP. It looks like.
And Nochi's saying in chat that there's a... Chat keeps raising the bar on how many staircases there are. But...
So there are 10 in total.
Yeah.
It seems. 4 pay the item in the one-way. And the red bubble curse appears to be inverse controls. Which the randomizer here can set to one of 3 things, either swordless like it is, reverse controls, or slow motion.
Yeah.
Slow motion is the one that you definitely don't want to see.
Yeah. Jacob finding the Triforce. Those bubble curses are one of the things that were really added for swordless flag sets, and the random percent flag sets we see them all the time now because it's random which bubble curse comes up. But Jacob are grabbing the Triforce and splitting, which is a sensible move.
Yeah, digging 2Q7 or 8 can kind of spiral out of control.
Well, particularly since he knows he has a required level 8 dig ahead of him, he wants to move on as soon as possible. And 7 only has 1 item in a basement, 8 has 2, so if you have to spend time in one of them, might as well be the one that has a Triforce left, and that you
makes
have
a lot of sense.
So,
and we've got a door repair in the forgotten spot. "23 minutes in, CD still has not picked up her sword."
yeah.
With only 4 hearts and no weapon, Lionel's in Death Mountain make the exploration relatively... Cooper does find a tick Annie, though.
She's heading up towards the sword cave, so...
I think she has figured out that that's the last one that she has not explored yet.
She manages to get the screen scroll that makes that screen considerably safer, so...
Absolutely. And she gets in there.
Yeah.
She's
Never feels
very, very happy to see that.
20 plus minutes without a sword, so it's good news, bad news. Finally have a sword, but also the other guy probably saw this a while ago, so...
Cooper's trying to wrap over to the grave.
Yeah, he's
curious as to why he's doing the world wrap.
My guess is there's there's either stuff he hasn't bombed or burned over here, and haven't been watching closely enough which, but
True, and that is a lot faster trekking from west to east.
yeah.
Jkoper's gonna head on into the forest. First quest 8 does not open up.
Yeah, this is his bomb shop. He already knows that, so he's gonna reload on that.
And he's also gonna pick up some arrows. Fully locked and loaded from that shop. And CD is going to head directly back into level 7 now that she's got the sword. Very good play to make.
So, I don't remember exactly where the Triforce was.
It was right at the top left.
Okay, so
Koper gets the white sword at 5 hearts. That is true. Chat mentioning that the direct route does involve a block clip.
Yeah, that'll
through
be
that turnstile room.
That'll be interesting, particularly in the short clip you have to do there. Can be a little tough. She can certainly block clip, but we'll see if but logically that turnstile clip can never be required because you have to be able to beat a seed glitchless according to the logic. So there is another way. It just wasn't the way jkoper went.
Is there a logic be damned kind of flag?
I don't believe so.
Would be interesting to see something like a.
We have seen bugs where, pretty recently, where something like a bow was behind a Goma that you could only get to by clipping, but if all is as intended, then there should be a way. Yeah, I guess the only it is possible to have an unbeatable seed if you set certain of the advanced flags on and just you got a room that you just can't get through on one hit knockout or something like that, but short of that.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
And CD decides to take the south route. Finds a lovely dark nut room. Wonder if she's resetting the room to attempt a block clip.
Yeah, there's a good chance this dark nut room is a staircase, but it's a bit of a chore to clear.
Even to get that block clip in there, a slash room with dark nuts. Not a fun time, but she's gonna go ahead and keep getting back in. To answer Garion in chat, the white sword magic is if the extra candles flag is on and the replace white sword magic sword with bomb upgrades is on, and you grab the candle from the wood sword cave, then you soft lock yourself.
Yeah.
Items are shuffled though, as we see the book in 4.
Yeah. The book in first quest 4, not second quest 4, where it belongs. Silly book. So CD got clipped onto this block and is putting her permanent sword beams to work here.
Oh, Cooper finds one just south of Candle Row.
Yeah, I think these are the vanilla enemy sets. They're just not dropping the same things they do in vanilla. It's kind of interesting to see. Like those 3 keys have a drop in the position where the map is, except it's a key and it's in a different part of the dungeon usually.
Fascinating.
Yeah.
Nochibato in chat saying only 8 blue dark nuts.
And we got Stalfos dropping bombs.
At least they are not shooting.
Now this should be these. I bet these 3 Grillos are going to drop an item. It's a heart container in the spot with the boomerang. So.
And there is a drop in this room as well. It is the Triforce. Not what he wanted to see. But we've got the item right here. It is the raft, which we don't know, could still be required.
Yeah, we have not seen level 8, so it could be raft block as well as we may need the recorder, or you often bet on the recorder with Second Quest Overworld and play, but raft can happen for sure.
Cooper finds another key. And this is another drop room. Just some bombs. Which is that? No, it's a key in vanilla in that room. Oh man. CD kills all those dark nuts. One-way transport takes her a room to the right.
Ooh.
Oh god.
That is impolite.
That is just rude.
Yeah.
And we've got the wand in level 1 as the floor item.
Yeah. So jkoper's got all the items out of 1. It's
Finds level 3 as well. Another quick dig. Only have to worry about finding a staircase. And Cooper showing that it is not a boomstick seed, as fire came from that wand. Finds a map that he doesn't need because Atlas, compass that he doesn't need because already has the Triforce. But here's our item in 3.
yeah,
It's the silvers.
Interesting. Yeah, and it looks like, and it was under the second quest horizontal 3-bar room that which suggests remove open stairs, because, but I don't. I mean, we see an open stairs on CD side, but there's a shutter in the room, so that's a possibility. And the main effect of the remove open stairs flag is to make item blocks more likely. If you just have a Goma sitting on top of or at the very least combat blocks.
CD is going to go ahead and save and quit to get rid of Red Bubble Curse.
Yeah.
And Coper's going to check the Eastern Raft spot. What do we find? Just some money. And CD does finally get her candle. Coper finds another tick and he grabs a potion. And CD is making her way to Candle Row. Wonder if she's gonna head straight back to 7 or burn around a little bit. She's gonna burn through. Should find herself level 3 here shortly.
I thought 3 was in the further southeast. I could be wrong.
Could be, I'm not sure. I know 1 should be this.
But jkoper has found level 8, so
Or maybe I'm wrong.
Ganon's not required. He has all the pieces now.
Yeah. And he could find the bow along here.
Yeah, and if Ganon's required, all he's missing is the bow, so... Of course, he still needs to find this Triforce. It can take a while. Where was this level 8, by the way? I didn't see where he walked in.
I believe it was somewhere on Death Mountain.
Yeah, he was exploring that area last I looked. I just didn't...
Just gonna go along the spiral, checking staircases as he goes. Because if he can find an item, great. If not, he's just gonna keep moving. Although he does take a staircase, brings him to the complete other end of the spiral, sees a completely unnecessary bait block. Or a useless bait block, whatever you want to call it. Finds the Tridongo room.
Yeah. Should be a drop here on the right side. Oh no, it's T in the middle.
Wrong room, I guess.
Yeah, just a coincidence that the
Yeah.
three Dodongos in a room with fireball turrets.
And a completely useless turnstile. Finds the bloomerang. All bail.
Yeah, so So that's one item off the list in level 8.
Oh, shoot. CD does find level 1. She's gonna dig it, and that's where she's gonna find her raft and wand. Cooper finding yet another staircase.
Ooh.
And can't go that way.
Now that that adds a plot twist, because if he eliminates all other possibilities and finds that the Triforce is in that direction, he's going to need to find the recorder. But there may be a way around it still. A lot of staircases.
Very much so. Hey, look, another Tridongo in a BMOS room. Gets a refill on bombs and some rupees for his trouble. It's a nasty room to staircase into. Red bubbles everywhere. More Tridongos!
He's sticking to this middle attack position, because since he just got red bubbled, his controls are reversed, which gives the Dodongos even more time to troll him than usual.
As they are proving to do. However, he leaves with no bombs lost.
Hey, it's a blue bubble. Always a welcome sight when your controls are messed up. Except having blue bubbles and red bubbles in the same room can actually, with reverse controls, it can be super confusing, because you could get flipped around in both directions at any time. So even though he finds the staircase, he's not checking it right away. He bails in, finds a bomb upgrade.
78 rupees for 6 bombs. That is very nice. Nice. So he knows where that tribe. What do you say, Taben? Do you think he's going to dig for the other item or go to?
I think it'll depend on how many rooms he has left. Like if he finds the Triforce like in the next room, I think you grab it and go. If you have like 2 more rooms left and you know that the other items in one of them, you might as well get that a peek before you go, just to get it out of the way. Trying and failing to candle a boost away from those red bubbles look like.
Oh man, this is it's gonna be a fun game of find the staircase.
Oh yeah, he has the Triforce, and I think he's been on both sides of it.
Yeah, it might be a staircase
Or, I mean,
into the Triforce room then.
What I mean is he has the compass, so he knows where the Triforce is, and yeah, it
a lot of time in level 3. But it does have the silvers, so it's not a fruitless endeavor.
Yeah, and CD, the only required dungeon she's seen, she found herself kind of skill blocked out of. It kind of makes sense to go find some more heart containers and maybe some items that, even if they don't progress you, could maybe upgrade your offense. So.
Oh, for sure. And she hasn't been in the which is 30 on.
Say again?
She hasn't gotten the white sword yet.
That's true.
The cave was the bomb spot just north of the 30 arm where Power Bracelet was here.
Okay.
Koper does find that Triforce in 8.
Alright, so only question for jkoper is Ganon required? I imagine he goes straight to 9 and verifies that one way or another before he digs any further.
And with silvers and red ring not forced in 9 in this seed, it is possible that the bow could be there.
Yeah, it is possible. That's it's a relatively low possibility because first you have to have the silvers and red ring not forced to 9, which we know has happened. You also have to have the important items in 9 flag roll on. Now, so that's another 50-50 that makes it. But it's definitely a possibility.
Yeah, and then you have to actually have the.
Yeah, and for an 8 Triforce seed, the important items in 9 flag also does a sanity check to make sure there isn't a Goma block anywhere. So we haven't seen the important items in 9 make a huge difference in this tournament the way they did in, say, the Pentaforce tournament.
Yeah, the sanity checks do not take starting Triforces and starting items into account either.
Yeah. Yeah, so even if there is a bow block, if there's a Goma blocking a Triforce they started with and have never even tried to dig for, it could still prevent the bow from being a 9, but it's still possible.
Got the Wizrobe set.
Yeah, the bomb upgrade and white sword helping here.
Wizrobe's in a Beamos room, though, is rough. Very, very, very rough. And chat's saying we hear a roar.
Yeah. So it must be, Ganon must be near start somewhere. There's no flag for no blue Wizrobes. There is a 0 HP enemy flag, which makes the blue Wizrobes quite a bit tamer, but
very skillful dodge of that red robe there. And Koper's going to do the same thing he did in game 1. Go north whenever he can to see if Ganon is not required.
Yeah, because since it's a 50-50 chance that Ganon and Zelda will be in their own rooms, separate from any other flags.
Oh, hey, a compass.
Oh, that'll help. Oh, and she is not far. So first he's probably going to get to that bottom row and see if he can get in from the south. Because as I was starting to say, if Ganon's in his own room, then Zelda's in her own room. Then the vanilla Zelda room has blocks on 3 sides, so you can only enter from the south.
And we do have a shutter, and it does not open.
It's
Two
just a room
character
of bubbles.
required.
Yeah. So yeah, he's going to need to find the bow. Now the question is, does he keep digging 9? Because like we said, important items in 9 is a thing, and it is the dungeon he's here now. So it does make a certain amount of sense to do what's in front of you rather than go look for something else. So it looks like he's going to stick around at least for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's random percent, a lot of flags are 50-50, and one of them is the important items in 9 flag that would allow bow to be in 9. And since we've seen the silver arrows in level 3, did CD get those, by the way? She was in 3 for a while.
I don't, but we do have the red ring in 9.
Oh, that's interesting. So one of the items rolled into 9, even though we know it wasn't forced.
That's a Fred moment right there.
If that can also throw you off if CD sees a required Ganon and hasn't seen those silver arrows, she's going to see the red ring and keep digging because, assuming the silvers are going to be there, and then she's going to find whatever.
Yeah, I mean that's the logical. Just we know not the right play to make.
And yeah, chat saying CD did bail out on 3 after having trouble with the combat, so
yeah, that red ring, we've got a Trogdor. Coper's headed into 5.
yeah.
Not a bad play.
Yeah, he
hasn't dug yet.
Yeah, he dug out the little dungeons, so he's eliminated. I think he's eliminated 1, 2, and 3 as possibilities.
He did not finish digging 2 because he was he didn't have a sword.
Oh, that's right. He was like for a while. Yeah.
Very, very heavily.
So he might go back to 2 also, but.
But yeah, he cleared 1, 3, and 4. And finds just the red candle in 5.
So, that's not the answer.
Indeed it is not.
And yeah, chat reminding us we never did see the item in 7, so it is possible he has to go back there, but not his first choice for sure.
And we also at all. We don't know for sure whether Heartshot is on or not, but it is safe to say that it is off.
We haven't seen any evidence of it, at least. But.
And Coper is headed back into 2.
That palette when the desert room turns into some sort of tile room, it's so wacky.
2's item is the ladder, which they've already got.
Yeah.
So all Coper's got left is the bigger dungeons. 6, which we haven't even found yet.
So
7, which is a spiral of death, and 8, which he's got 1 item out of, which is also a spiral of death.
Yeah, and he also knows. He also saw a dig dogger in 8, so it's possible the other item in 8 he can't even get to. So, unless he wants to explore overworld and look for 6, 7 is the logical play, and it looks like what he's going to.
Yeah, definitely a good move to make. And of course,
two had the ladder.
we also could be dealing with the Redbird special of Bow and 7.
CD gets a look at the book that jkoper already saw. She's out of there.
With the white sword and the wand, Coper's able to make very short, and the red ring,
Yeah.
Coper's able to make very short work.
Yeah, that room that took CD a long time. It's just going to troll him, but it cost him a lot less time than it cost her. So
Yeah. Oof! Completely whiffs that bomb. Manhandler doing what Manhandler does. CD finally does grab her white sword.
yeah, that'll help
Immensely.
We'll see if that directs her back to some of the combat she's backed away from at this point.
Coper does find another heart.
Getting his controls reversed as he tries to chase this fairy.
Reversed, then reversed again. Now he's trying to bop that blue bubble.
Yeah, you want to get that blue bubble and get out.
As much as the book fire is not usually a good thing, when fighting Gibdos, it can be immensely helpful.
Yeah, you gotta...
Because it just keeps bopping them back.
Yeah,
and we've got the recorder in 7, which could be a chain reaction.
Yeah, that is intriguing, because if the recorder in 7 opens up the Dig Dogger in 8, to an item, that could...
And unfortunately, we have recorded an unbeaten dungeon. So
it doesn't do a dang thing.
That is a useless breadstick.
It will still kill Dig Doggers, though, which I'm sure is on his mind.
Yes. So what do you think, Taven? If the bow is not in 8, do we keep digging 9 or do we look for 6?
I think you probably want to go finish off 9 just because it's second quest 9, so there's not that much of it left. And you'll at least I mean I think he already knows where Ganon and Zelda are, so not that much more information there either, but I don't know. I'm not in his shoes, and I don't know how much overworld he has. He did just find the recorder, which opened up a bunch more overworld to explore, so that might be another play. But first, he's going to kill this Dig Dogger and see what happens.
And also of note, though, is if the bow's not an 8, 50-50 at this point. Any key is an 8, Fred.
So,
which is going to solve a lot of his troubles there. So we've either got the bow or Lord Banana in level 9.
Mm-hmm.
The question is he going to look for 6 or is he going to go back to 9?
Looks like because he has Death Mountain left to check, and he's here. He's going to do the exploration over here rather than go all the way to the northeast and maybe have to come back, which makes a certain amount of sense. If the recorder actually worked, it might be a different calculation, but...
Yeah, that was the one time where he did not want recorded up.
Yeah, recorded unbeaten dungeons is funny. It's if you find the recorder early, it can break the seed wide open. If you find it at the end, it suddenly makes the recorder much less desirable. But
yeah, especially considering here where the only unbeaten dungeons were, and the recorder was in 7. Well, neither of the entrances to death are entrances today. CD's Digging 2 is going to be very disappointed to find the ladder. Which is not a sentence I thought I would ever say.
no. Yeah, that happens with these flags.
We find 6.
Yeah. We've also had seeds where they're disappointed to find the silver arrows because they started with them. Right. So yes, having found 6, obviously this is where you want to be, because worst case scenario, he narrows it down to last items in 9.
Yeah, it's a 50-50 shot at this point.
It's probably a little bit better than 50-50 that it's here, because for it to be a 9, the important items in 9 flag also has to be on.
That is true. Yeah, definitely a better bet to look through here then.
Yeah.
That's a Triforce that he does not need. So he's going to take that transport staircase and see where it leads. It's a good point in chat that if he Triforce back to start, he'd be on full hearts, but he's got the red ring, and the fill up by getting the Triforce would actually
Take longer,
waste a little bit of time. Yeah. Red Wizzies rolled down. They go down in just one smack of the white sword. The tail of the lizard. What is level 6 again?
I don't remember that. I know the manual calls it something, but I'm blanking on it. It doesn't look like anything in particular to me. It just looks like the remainder of level 3 and so forth. But
level 6.
The dragon.
Chat is telling me it is the dragon. So the tail of the dragon proving to be fruitless. Is what I was ultimately trying to say.
jkoper bombing Wizrove's in a double block room in first quest level 6. Awfully familiar.
Bo is in 9.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's awfully a familiar fight to him, since he's bombed the wand room in swordless many times. But yeah, that narrows it down to Bo in 9. He's probably double checking his tracker to make sure, but. That's a good question. Is there anything that CD saw that he didn't? We've narrowed it down to Bo and 9. I'm trying to. But I mean, just looking at it, yeah, he saw. I think he was the one who saw the magical boomerang in 8 as well. So, yeah, he's narrowed it down. He has a. It's a.
Koper has full cleared items.
Yeah. Yeah, in a seed where they started with 6 Triforces and runner at jkoper's level is still going at over an hour. It's pretty trolly. And
yeah, only having to get 2 Triforces and still full clearing all of the dungeons for items.
Chad bringing up, wouldn't it be something if he found the basement in level 9 and it's just heart shuffle is on, but only one item shuffled with it heart.
Oh man, talk about a rage quit. CD is finally bailing from 2. And now Koper is needs to check any room that could have a potential push block.
Oh, chat wondering if CD missed that if CD picked up the ladder, which was already in her inventory, and missed it. That's
always sucks when that happens.
Yeah. Sometimes you hear the tone, so you know something happened, but it takes a while to figure out what went on.
Yeah, especially if you've got like any key and a full pack of bombs.
Yeah.
Oh, Koper gets surprised by some landmos. Back to start he goes.
CD taking the up and A, stopping at the fairy fountain. She will need to complete the siege. She will need to dig Death Mountain, and
And unfortunately, CD has not even found level 8.
yeah.
The curse is inverse controls. To answer Boletta in chat.
Yeah.
And we find the bow.
Here's Ganon.
And there he goes. Gotta love how anticlimactic 0 HP Ganon is. Is going to be GG for jkoper as that door opens.
And get your GGs in chat for jkoper, finishing in first place with an SRL time of 1:10:31, and we get the immediate forfeit from CD in response. Yeah. Drazi asked if they want the interview. CD says, "Oh yes, I think I'm more than done with this one."
Should be joining us in shortly.
And jkoper and cdinprov both joining us. GG to you both.
GG, jkoper.
GG, thank you.
Yeah. So CD, you said in the RFC you're more than done with this one. You had a ways to go.
Oh, I can imagine. I know the caliber of jkoper, so to know that it took him an hour to finich that.
Yeah, to finish
I don't feel that bad.
Yeah, 6 Triforce start, and it took an hour 10. The jkoper, I believe, at least saw every single item in the seed.
Yeah, jkoper full cleared all of the.
I did. It's true.
But yeah, Ganon was required. Silver 8 was in Death Mountain, and Bo was in 9.
Yeah,
that just sounds wonderful.
Yeah, and there was so jkoper got he saw the magical boomerang in 8, got the Triforce, left. He found the recorder in 7 and went back to 8 to see what the other item was because it was behind a dig dogger. It was the magical key. He found level 6 while he was up there in Death Mountain, found the boomerang as his second to last item, and narrowed it down to bow in 9 after having found the red ring in 9 much earlier. Now,
which is an extremely slim chance because there's the 50-50 of and silvers in 9. So if that would have to be off, and then the 50-50 of important items in 9 would have to with all of the sanity checks and with even that, the roll of it being in 9.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure my sanity went out the window when I got into 7 after finally finding the sword all the way in Timbuktu, and that blue darknet room took me back a room. It's like, all right, I'm done.
That was the worst troll of the seed.
Yeah, jkoper had wand and white sword to clear that room, and I don't think he actually went to the. He dipped into the transport, but I don't think he actually took it. But yeah, it was a complete troll, and CD had to block clip and clear the whole thing with wood sword. And
hey, I was actually pretty happy. I got the block clip the second time. Sorry, I'm trying not to laugh. But I was pretty happy I got the block clip the second time around because I was just going, oh, what in the world is this? But I swear it probably took me half an hour at least to find the sword. I just face first into everything that was causing me damage.
It was 23 minutes, but yeah, it's really that. Of the open caves, that is the most inconvenient place for the sword to end up. So.
That's okay. I'm looking forward to getting to at least watch jkoper's view and see what that seed was supposed to look like.
Yeah. Now, jkoper, do you feel you made any major mistakes? Like, I think it was just the logic of the seed led you to 100% it.
No, I don't regret leaving 9. There was a bunch of rooms to clear, and the odds of bow in there were pretty slim. I don't know.
Yeah, I
had-
agree. Like every play you made mathematical sense, and it ended up taking you to every single item in the seed.
Yeah. I spent a little time digging 5 at the start in case items weren't shuffled. And then I realized when I saw second quest upper dungeons that the items hadn't been shuffled. So 5 became a little bit less of a priority. Like I wanted the recorder to find dungeons if it was possible.
It is possible for there to be unshuffled items with the mixed dungeon quests. It just the book ends up being in only the book.
No,
the book,
that's not true.
I've seen
unless it's shapes for part of it, but no, I don't think so. That's not what Fred has said. So,
well, maybe I've seen it. Maybe I've seen it with shapes where one half. I've definitely seen one half has the vanilla first quest items except for one place, and the other is second quest. So,
that's interesting.
Yeah, I think it ended up with the wand being. I always forget whether it ended up with the wand being in 6 or 8 in that seed, but I have to. But yeah, you can ask Fred about it later. But in any case, yeah, you didn't spend any more time in 5 because you figured the recorder wasn't there, but you did end up going back there eventually.
Yeah. It's not that I didn't think it was there. It just wasn't as much of a guaranteed thing.
Right.
And yeah, I kept finding the little dungeons and kept deciding to dig them quick. The starting with the ladder was super nice. Would have been nicer to start with the ladder, the first seed, I think. But yeah, the first seed, I was hoping to finish it swordless. It just, I didn't know what was going to be required in 9 there. And then I got to a point where Zelda was so far in, I was like, well, I'm going to look for the boomstick. First of all, because there's only so much stuff left on the overworld, and it's got to show up somewhere. And if I see a dungeon, I kind of got to dig it for a bow at this point, because, I found both the items in 9 already, and I didn't want to have to leave 9 again. So, yeah. Anyway, I thought both seeds were fun, so. I hope CD had fun.
Oh, I always have fun. It's just whether or not that fun leaves me laughing or wanting to throw the controller across the room. I think
Tonight sounds like a yes.
Was laughing. The second seed was, oh no.
So, jkoper, it looks like your next match will either be against Sea Falcon or Truant Gamer. Do you have any thoughts about either of those players, or?
They're both pretty good at this game, so it's going to be a pretty good matchup no matter who advances. It's definitely going to be a series worth watching too, so recommend that for people. But yeah, there's a lot of good people in this tournament, and it's going to be hard to advance far without having to play some of them. So looking forward to that when that happens. Probably in a week or 2, I guess.
And CD, this is the end of your tournament. Are you glad you entered? Did you have a good time?
I have. It's been everybody in the community has been amazing, especially Captain Green and Deerwolf and Fury and everybody that I drive crazy with. All of the how in the world do I do this? What did I do wrong? Is this right? Is what? Where is this coming from? All the questions. Everybody has been incredibly welcoming and incredibly amazing, and I'm looking forward to at least getting better. I just started this around December, and I joined on a whim because the random percent flags just seemed like it's fun. It's like a brand new puzzle every single time. Figure out, what's on, what's off. It's kind of been a really challenging, I guess, because I played this, I think, when I was like 6 the last time. And then I just started watching the guys play, and I was finally like, all right, I'm going to give it a try, and I'm going to be terrible, but it's going to be a good time. So,
yeah. And I said it's the end of your tournament, but only as a player. I assume you will continue to help us out with.
Yeah.
You are the queen of Restream.
You're stuck with me for a little bit, but it'll be okay. I
wouldn't have it any other way.
I am really looking forward to any of Captain Green's matches. And then I'm also really looking forward to Thurwolf and Savers. I don't even know what to call that flag set other than
Fun.
I'm really glad I'm not playing it. But everybody's been really, really great. So I'm looking forward to, maybe next year we'll actually win something.
Hey, it's fun, and people like you and I were both 0-4 and out, but like
Hey, that first one
we've
with
shown
Garnex, I was pretty happy with.
Yeah,
I
you have
tried everything I could think of to get that one.
You have shown what you're made of, and
it's
so
okay.
and we can only keep getting better, right? More practice.
Either that, or it'll just. I play DWR, so I am more than used to coming in last. It doesn't really bug me. It's and granted, if these hadn't have been tournament and I didn't know that we had another restream coming up on this channel shortly, I probably would have maybe tried to finish it maybe offline though. But it's kind of just every single scene I learned something, and at some point I'm going to be able to put that all together and not be completely lost, because I'm telling you, most of this seed I was lost.
Now, as CD mentioned, we do have another race coming up right here on Randomania 2. That is the double header between the creator Fred Coughlin and Sis Crusher. So that should be a good matchup too. We are going to switch off restreamers, so I think the stream will cut for a bit, and our restreamer Captain Green will tag out, and I think it's Gary and Old Wolf picking up the restream for the next segment. For the next segment. So the stream will stop, but don't close the window, because there's more coming up, and it's going to be great.
Absolutely. Koper, CD, any final thoughts before we pass the torch?
Nope. Thanks, guys, for taking time out of your weekend to do the commentary, restream tracking, everything like that. And thanks, CD, for being a part of the tournament. Appreciate you.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it too. And just to echo what you said, thank you to all of the volunteers who have been helping out. It's been a lot of fun getting to know another really, really good close-knit randomizer community. And if you guys have time, we could always use, a few more hands every so often. But have a good night and have a great weekend.
Yeah, thank you to CD and to Koper and Gigi, to both of y'all. Thank you to Captain Green 7 for the restream, Gary and Old Wolf for the tracking, and my lovely co-commentator John Tabin. With that, I'm Josia, and stick around for the Fred Coughlin Sis Crusher doubleheader. Thank you so much, and stay awesome.